Welcome to the Post Shift Podcast, your raw look at the hospitality industry, brought to you by SHC. This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Bar Green Ellington for all your restaurant and bar needs. Visit bargreen.com for the full portfolio. What has happened at Post Shifters? Welcome back to another episode of the Post Shift Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Shawn Soole. Shawn Soole. I've never said Shawn Soole. Jesus, what am I doing? This Post Shift shot, it's the end of Mental Health Awareness Month, which was yesterday. So I wanted to touch, if you've been watching my Instagram stories and my Instagram posts, I've been talking about reaching out to friends, and I've been doing something every 2 weeks. So I thought I'd tie off the month with an episode and sort of break down my 3 points. Mental health is super important to me. I'm part of Mind the Bar. If you ever need any help, type in Google Mind the Bar Canada. Sign up for the free membership. You get a whole bunch of perks and a lot of access to some really great tools using that platform. I'm really proud of what we've been doing with mental health with the Mind the Bar team. Same thing with the Bartenders Benevolent Fund. We've been talking about mental health with them as well. But Mind the Bar is definitely my passion project that I'm very lucky to be a part of with Shawn, Christina, and a whole bunch of really great people from Vancouver. Mental health has always been very important to me in so many ways. I've had my own mental health battles from when I was a kid all the way through, and a lot of times I suppressed them and pushed them down and sort of did the toxic masculinity thing and like pushed it right down and bottled it up. But eventually it broke me and it caused a lot of problems in my life. I went to 14 different schools growing up, and some schools I went to for 2 weeks. And so I'd be a brand new kid for 2 weeks and then we'd be moving again. So it created a lot of issues with that. I don't have a great relationship with my parents at all. I don't talk to my parents much at all, especially my father. By choice, I think a little bit maybe to keep them separated and at a distance keeps some of those issues that I have with that at bay. But with the Mental Health Awareness Month, I want to put my 3 points down for you guys if you're listening, and I know that a lot of you follow me and you have seen my TikToks and my Instagrams about my mental health and stuff, and I'm very open about it because I think there's a certain glean on parts of the industry once you get to a certain level and a certain age that people aspire to, and it's difficult to sort of bear that brunt sometimes to try and explain to a younger generation of bartenders and hospitality workers that it's not all glitz and glamour, especially when I'm traveling and stuff like that. So it's very hard. So let's kick it off. Number one, this one's going to be directed directly to you. I'm going to look straight in the camera and try and articulate the best I can straight at you. It's okay to feel dejected and broken and tough, especially during these times, end of the pandemic, getting back to work, big lifestyle changes, especially the way the province is rolling out this new opening. We're lucky enough in BC that we're rolling out pretty quickly, but it is quick. You're going from no shifts and being dead to all the shifts and being busy. That's a big switch to flick on for your personal mental health, to deal with more customers, and it's sort of welcome them back, but welcoming back people brings a whole bunch of different things as well. So it's okay, and I want you to understand, I want you to know that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel dejected. It's okay to feel broken, but doesn't mean that it's going to last forever, and it doesn't mean you're the first and only person that's going through this. Chances are there's someone out there that has gone through that. So take a breath, take a big, deep breath, and reach out to friends, reach out to people and ask for help. So asking for help is the big first step. Mind the Bar has a bunch of perks that are really good for hospitality workers to get help they need. I talked about it on the Bread and Butter Collective with the guys from Bread and Butter, which is a fantastic organization as well here on Vancouver Island. So you can go to link in bio and listen to that podcast if you want. But it's okay. Don't ever think that you have done something wrong or that you're less of a person because of mental health breaks. So please keep that in mind. Take a breath, reach out to people that you trust, and have a good conversation with them. Point number 2, if you have a great mental state, if you're having success and wins and you're really top of the world, please make sure that you reach out to your friends that you haven't spoken to in a while. Reach out to people who you know are possibly could be having these issues, and help them through this. This is a circle of friends and trust, and this is a big thing. If you're in a great mental state, there's probably someone out there in your immediate circle that is not. and you really, really should try and figure out a way to reach out to them. Go for coffee. I usually say don't go for beer or cocktails, because that's the substance misuse problem we have in the hospitality industry is very, very real and very, very aggressive. But if you're feeling great and you have a great mental state, reach out to others and help them, because they may have helped you get back in that mental state. Something else may have got you back into that great mental state, but reach out to your friends and see if they're okay. I always say that if you see someone who's substance misusing, and I don't call it abuse, I call it misuse, it is always better to have an uncomfortable conversation with them about it than to get a phone call and have to bury a friend. And I tear up every time I say this, because it happened to me, and it is something that I never want to go through again. So have the awkward conversations with people who are having substance misuse problems, and you can see it, instead of sort of going, you know what, that's them. You could probably save someone's life. And number 3, I talked about this one the other day. Find your happy place. Find one thing in your life that is just yours personally. Whether it be, for me, it's riding my scooter and going out and listening to music in my headphones and just riding for an hour and a half and not doing anything. It helps my mental state 10 times fold. Having a good nice cigar and just sitting in the backyard and enjoying a cigar is my little slice of my busy work week to be just me. I'm not a dad. I'm not a husband. I'm not Shawn motherfucking Soole. I'm not the Clive's bar manager. I'm not my partner's partner in my businesses or my thing. I'm not someone that my clients can reach out to. I'm just me, and I can just enjoy being me for like hour and a half, 2 hours, once a week if I can get it, more if I can, but once a week, 2 hours a day where I'm just myself and I'm in my happy place. And I could easily cut to a Happy Gilmore style cutting of finding your happy place. Like Chubb said, find your happy place. Find the one thing that brings you, reinvigorates your passion for life, your passion for work, your passion for being around people, your passion for just being yourself. And they're my 3 points. At the end of Mental Health Awareness Week, I haven't been my exuberant self in this video or the episode that you're listening to right now, but they're my 3 points. You're not alone. People out there need to know that you're there for them, and you need to find that one thing in your life that makes you ecstatically happy. And so on that note, thanks as always for the support, guys. I'll chat to you really soon. Have a good week. Bye.
Thanks for listening, Pose Shifters. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I really enjoy sitting down with friends and peers and just chatting about the industry and getting down to the nuts and bolts of what's really going on out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, everything on all the platforms. Just hit it up and I'll do my best to answer any queries or questions you have. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.